Customizing your sales forms helps you put your best foot forward when communicating with your customers. Let's go over how to update your sales forms so that they match your company's brand and how to choose what customers see on your forms. First, select Settings. Select Custom Form Styles. Every company starts with a standard style for sales forms. This is your default template. You can select New and start from scratch to create a style for one specific form, or just edit the standard style to make changes to all your forms at once. Let's start in the Design tab. This is where you choose the overall look of the template. Select a template to decide the basic layout. Every good sales form needs a logo. Just select Add a Logo and then select the box to upload your company's logo. The colors on your forms change based on the colors of your logo, but you can change that. You can also change your font and layout settings like the margins, or you can print your forms onto letterhead paper. You can also lay out forms so that when they're printed, they fit into a windowed envelope, but this isn't available if you choose the fresh or bold template. Select Content to update what info you want to include on your forms. Forms have 3 sections: the header, table, and footer. In the header, you can choose which contact information you want to include when you send sales forms to customers. The form name appears towards the top, but you can turn this option off. You can also change the name of each form. For instance, if you send quotes instead of estimates, just change the name to reflect this. Most businesses include a transaction number in their sales forms, but this is optional. You can also number transactions manually. Finally, choose whether to show shipping info, terms, and even custom fields. These options depend on your company's sales settings. Information on what you are charging your customer for is shown in the table section. An account summary is optional, but it's handy if you send invoices to customers who already have balances. With this option turned on, your customer sees what they owed before the invoice as a balance forward, the new charges, and then a total. Go to the activity table to customize the details about the products and services you're charging a customer for. This is where you can edit the service date, name of product or service, description, quantity, rate, amount, and SKU fields. Your customer will see anything with a check mark, so you can choose what's shown and what's not. You can also reposition the fields by dragging them like this. Select Edit Labels and Widths to change the column labels and widths. Enter the new label in its field and use the bar to widen or shrink a column. Column sizes are limited, so you may need to shrink one before you can widen another. There are a few more options available. You can decide how the invoice groups time, whether to show how much of an estimate has been invoiced through progress invoicing, and how you want markups for billable expenses to appear. These additional features appear if you turn them on in your settings. The last section is the footer. This is where you can include information about discounts you've given a customer and deposits you've received from them. Also, if you're creating an invoice based on an estimate, you can choose to include a summary. You can also personalize your messages to customers on sales forms and enter a separate message that appears on estimates. Finally, there is an optional field for footer text that appears at the very bottom of sales forms. This is usually used for disclaimers. Select Emails to update the changes you wish to make to the existing email format. You can opt for an email with full details or one with summarized details only. You can personalize the subject and the message. You can also send reminder emails by selecting the Reminder Email option. Now you're ready to customize all the forms you send to customers.